We all want someone to love.
I am whatever he wants me to be.
But you've never seen love like this before.
I love giving orgasms. I love getting them.
Provocative.
They happen to be first cousins.
I'm a full-time baby girl.
Eye-opening.
Washing is just pure fun.
There's never a bad foursome.
Outrageous.
It's hot. I like it.
We really enjoy clown sex.
Proving there's always someone for everyone.
I share my home with 12 dolls.
Or something.
Once you drink the Kool-Aid, you never go back.
Who wouldn't like to live their kink 24/7?
This is Extreme Love. Tonight, Lawrence was a regular guy
Yeah, he was vanilla before he met me.
who got a taste of many more flavors once he met stripper girlfriend Kate. But will her conservative family insist they break up when they reveal their secret life together?
Those are called job couches.
Then it's Pussy Galore and all her whiskered friends at the most aristocratic event of the season.
At the parties, people like being tied up.
But will the claws come out when the new kitties try making a move on the alpha cat?
I know she can't play favorites. I do feel jealous.
And later, is it possible to have any kind of sex life when you're raising 50 kids?
Today, the girls are making their very first batch of blueberry muffins.
But do these kids really care about mommy's muffins? But first, in Denver, Colorado, there's a group of hotties looking for love and acceptance as super sexy kitty cats. And they find it here at the Chateau. This purr-tea kitten haven is run by Izzy, a 31-year-old aristocratic English woman. She first got into the lifestyle back in London, and she's now a leading lady in the world of kitten play.
Kitten play is a subset of BDSM.
It's a playful dynamic between two or more partners
where girls like to imitate felines. For some girls, it's definitely a sexual thing, so it'll be playtime in the bedroom. For other people, it's more of a lifestyle of wearing the fashion, wearing the ears, and doing it 24/7.
Izzy has a new girlfriend, a submissive 25-year-old kitty named Ojit.
I have always had trouble making friends. But here it's incredibly easy because we already have something huge in common. Kitten play has done a lot for me. It's given me confidence that I didn't have before.
When Ojit met Izzy, it was love at first sight.
When I first met Isabella, I was just like, oh my God, she's absolutely gorgeous, and I love to be with her. I was extremely nervous, just sweaty palms and everything. My heart is beating like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Capturing the attention of the Chateau's pick of the litter is a big accomplishment.
I encountered a lot of very beautiful women every single day, but there was just something about her, and it just made me want to kind of protect her and take care of her. She's shy and adorable. She's gorgeous.
I have dated a woman once before, but I'm still quite inexperienced. I really don't have any idea what I'm doing. So it's nice. She can kind of guide me through it.
Izzy is a big deal in the kitten play community. She throws lavish events and sells sexy merchandise that pays for the Chateau's upkeep. There are dozens of kittens who want to be intimate with Izzy, and she's open to their advances.
Ojit and I had the conversation that, you know, it's not monogamous, and that doesn't mean that it couldn't be monogamous in the future, but currently where it's at is that it's open and it's poly on both sides.
Izzy also runs an online magazine and gets thousands of applicants hoping to join the Chateau. A select few are invited to the Midsummer party, a sort of hairball, so Izzy can see if they're up to scratch. Lots of fabulously furry kittens will be trying to seduce the queen cat tomorrow night. Will Ojit's position as Izzy's #1 be threatened?
It's definitely hard having Izzy be around so many beautiful women. I am afraid a lot of the time that I'm just gonna be completely forgotten.
Meanwhile, in Canada, Kate and boyfriend Lawrence have arrived in Kate's hometown of Toronto for Thanksgiving.
I was maybe gonna wear this like bloody thing, but with pants on top.
And though they look like an average couple, they're part of a thriving young swingers scene.
At a pretty young age, I discovered that I was bisexual. I didn't know if that was what I was supposed to call it, but I knew I liked boobs. I've always found it hard to be physically monogamous, especially being someone that likes women and being with a man. It's hard to find that balance or someone that will accept that.
We're just allowing ourselves really the freedoms to act upon the things that we all naturally want to do, but we've put labels on monogamous relationships and have told ourselves in society that we're just not allowed to do these things.
Professional stripper Kate was already involved in this alternative lifestyle when they met, but Lawrence had no idea what he was getting into.
Lawrence was so vanilla before we met.
It was 100% Kate that got me into the lifestyle. It was very foreign to me.
He was a one-lady man.
It's time for a taste of Toronto for Vancouverite Lawrence, and Kate is showing him where she grew up and worked.
There it is, the legendary brass rail! Yay! That's where I was a baby stripper. That's what you call it when you're brand new and you don't know how to do a show, you don't know how to do anything.
You got your training wheels.
Unfortunately, you'll never be allowed in there because boyfriends aren't allowed in there.
I know. It's okay. You can just keep giving me private dances at home.
Before Kate lap danced into his life, Lawrence only had monogamous relationships.
So when I first met him, dragged him to a fetish show that night. They had a dungeon there. Like, I told him about all kinds of things, working naked, swinging. It was more like, take it or leave it. We're not going 3 months down the road and you telling me that you're uncomfortable with this, because I've done that too many times.
Kate literally opened my eyes and opened my mind to this whole other world. Kate being as amazing as she is, I was willing to just accept it for what it is and just go and try.
While on their bus tour, they pass an important landmark in their relationship.
Royal Ontario Museum, the site of one of our first dates.
Yeah.
Where? In the middle of the afternoon. To completion, that's important, the completion part. In there.
Although they've now been a couple for over 4 years, their life together hasn't all been swinging.
A year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with cancer in my eyeball and was told that in 3 days' time they were going to be taking my eyeball out of my head. Super, super devastating news. And I am extremely fortunate and eternally grateful that I had Kate there to help and support me through it. All right, here we go.
He is now a one-eyed guy, but he's cancer-free.
Okay, buy one, get one free. Oh, pull.
After his medical ordeal, Lawrence got his first taste of a lifestyle holiday in Jamaica, where they now go 3 times a year.
Young Swingers Week is a beach vacation where you can hook up with a lot of other sexy couples. Everyone from curious people to nudists to, you know, people that are very experienced at like full swap situations, people that are like orgies.
Lawrence credits Young Swingers Week with his recovery and positive attitude.
The timing of it was by the time I had gotten back from my treatments and everything, we had also been told that I was going to be able to come to Young Swingers Week for my first time and experience my first lifestyle vacation at the resort, and I was going to get to come with Kate. And it couldn't have come at a greater time of need.
It was almost like we needed this as like an escape from how heavy real life got all of a sudden. In the hospital and meeting with doctors and the fake eye person and MRIs and stuff, like to be able to fully remove yourself and just be hedonistic really, really did great things, I think, both for, you know, ourselves, our relationship, our mental health. Living this lifestyle brings us so much happiness and joy.
But Kate's hidden this lifestyle from her parents because of how conservative they are.
Traditional Eastern values, according to my family, would be don't rock the boat, don't be too outspoken, Do as you're told, listen to other people that know better, and do not show your body.
And although they know about the stripping, they're unaware of the swinging. Something she hopes to address at Thanksgiving dinner.
I would love to be able to really get them to understand what I do, and the goal would be to make us closer and tighter as a family, to the point where we can really openly communicate about our lives without judgment.
But what are Kate's chances of success given her parents' harsh feelings about her stripping career?
I never see Kate doing her work, but I kind of know about it. And being an Asian parent, I'm not really happy about it. I always think about myself. Is that my fault to put her in the dancing? Because she do dance, ballet, jazz, all this. So it kind of make me think, is that my fault?
I never felt super comfortable as a kid. I never felt like I belonged anywhere. Things just became so difficult. Back in my teenage years, I became difficult too.
And her mom finds it hard to think about that too.
When Kate was behaving bad when she's a teenager, she did all kind of things I don't expect to do. So she kind of run away and take things without asking. So I'm really disappointed.
I was being really rebellious. Add a lot of stress from competing in dance and horseback riding and soccer and just excelling at everything, and I snapped. My attitude was like, I don't give a f. I think I ran away one too many times and took advantage of their trust.
But now Kate wants acceptance. And just as she took care of Lawrence when he was sick, now he wants to be by her side to help the healing with her family.
How do you think this whole Thanksgiving dinner is gonna go? I mean, are you nervous?
Probably everything I say or ask them is gonna make them uncomfortable.
But just how uncomfortable? Will her family accept or reject their sexed up lifestyle? And them?
You can have sex anywhere besides the dining room tables.
In Denver, Colorado, there's a chateau full of kittens all getting frisky in anticipation of the upcoming Midsummer celebration.
Hi, kittens. Are you guys excited for the party tomorrow?
As usual, Queen Cat Izzy will have her choice of lovers, but she also has a very sensitive girlfriend who might get her feelings hurt. Ojit can't abandon Izzy because she quite literally changed her life.
Growing up, I was too shy. So Isabella is such an inspiration to me because of the fact that she is confident. When I'm with Isabella, I feel special. I feel like I am the only person in the world.
Izzy has set up the chateau for girls just like Ojit, who discover a whole new lease of life with kitten play.
The kitten thing is fresh. This is one of the newest things in the fetish scene, so I think a lot of women relate to it really strongly.
Resident kitten V has found everything she was looking for since moving into the chateau.
People sometimes, if they don't understand it, think, oh, it seems like they're all just having sex, but we're a sorority. It's female-ran, female-based. We get to be a little childish in an adult way.
Just like V, the other kittens in the house are grateful that Izzy has taken them in.
My first reactions was like, I belong somewhere. I have somewhere to be.
That same word keeps going up, and that word is family. I feel like you guys are a family. I want a family. I think it's that sense of wanting to belong, and I think this community provides that. It's like a bit of an escapism fantasy, because you can come in and express yourself in a safe, consensual environment for women.
But despite being a female-focused feline fantasy, a lot of these kittens actually have a tomcat on the side, including Ojit.
Until my current boyfriend, I was very vanilla. It was actually Chris that introduced me to the chateau.
Ojit has a completely separate relationship with her boyfriend Chris that's continued on the side while Ojit's been living at the chateau.
It is quite different. There is definitely something special about loving a woman versus a man.
And it was Chris who encouraged Ojit to explore her bisexuality with Izzy.
She was worried about not having as many experiences as me when we first got together. And I've been trying to help her try everything that she's wanted to.
But I tell you what, my glass is empty. I wonder if...
Tonight, Chris is at the Chateau as one of the male servants, known as the gents.
What a gent.
Who see to the kitten's every whim. They all have one thing on their minds, the Midsummer party, with tickets selling for $100 apiece.
This weekend's party we're actually pretty prepared for because we've done this a few times now, and we've kind of got like, it's honestly probably going to be the best one.
It's a chance for everyone to indulge in their sexual fantasies, whether that's with multiple partners or feline role play, complete with ears. But for Ojit, the party brings added stress.
I'm honestly not too comfortable in big social environments. I can't emotionally deal with all of the stimulus.
Especially with so many kittens vying for Izzy's attention.
At the parties, it is kind of difficult for me because she's constantly being mobbed with people who want her attention.
So before the party starts, Ojit takes the opportunity to tell Izzy why she loves her so much.
Ever since the first time I saw you, Chris showed me a picture of you.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh my God, she's so gorgeous.
Making me blush.
And yeah, I'm sorry, but it's true. And I was just, it's not about the whole, I suppose, status symbol of dating you. Like, you're so kind and so inspiring.
Thank
and
you,
just,
babe.
yeah.
I love you too.
I love you.
I really do. There are times when I'm doing this when I get a little lonely, you know, and the nice thing is actually to be able to have someone to share that time with. And you've really brought that into my life. Right, and it's like that honeymoon phase too, where it's just everything's all rose-tinted everywhere, and it's just lovely.
Ojit is committed to Chris and Izzy as her only lovers.
Pretty much everyone knows that I've taken a liking to just Izzy and Chris as my partners.
But if another kitten takes her fancy, Izzy could take on a new girlfriend at any time. That's always the prerogative when you're the boss kitty.
I definitely still play with some of the other kittens in my own time when the mood is right.
While Izzy runs her cat Chateau, in South Carolina, homemaker Malachi and scientist Meline also run a unique household.
We grew up together, and we've been a couple officially now for the last 5 years. We've known each other since I was a newborn. He's 8 months older than I am, so I was always trailing after him.
She was a nuisance.
Yeah.
These childhood sweethearts are now happily married and busy raising their own family. A very big family of 50 dolls.
So of our children, we have Baker, and this is Polyamorous, and then we have Sarah Ann. This is Malachi's favorite. She's very much a tomboy, even though she's dressed up in the pink frilly dress at the moment.
She's a daddy's girl.
But will Sarah Ann and her siblings ever be replaced if the couple decide to have real children of their own?
It just never really seems to be something that's, we want to stop and focus on.
Yeah,
right
it does not fit our lifestyle. The world is basically going to hell in a handbasket, and I just don't want to bring a kid into it.
Their little ones may not be real, but you wouldn't know it. Today they're shopping, with 3 of their family in tow. But Meline and Malachi's dedication to their doll children isn't accepted by everyone.
Most people are probably a little bit taken aback about the dolls. I'll get people like, oh, I thought you had a real baby there. I thought you had a real kid.
There we go.
We'll even get that, oh, well, they must be very disturbed and compensating, and they probably have a bunch of bodies in their basement. You get those people, but I'm not shy about showing people. If we're going to be the creepy doll people, we're going to own it.
And own it they do. It's Madeline's birthday tomorrow, and she's throwing a tea party. And that calls for a new dress for her youngest girl, Sirocco.
That fit Sirocco?
Probably. Just check it and see.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
Taking care of this plastic tribe requires a different kind of plastic.
I would say probably 3,000 to 4,000 at this point.
At least.
Back at home, they're trying on new outfits for Mommy's birthday celebrations.
There we go.
While some of their friends are also doll people, best buddy Mike has never seen the dolls and is coming to the tea party.
We'll find out, we'll find out if, we're going to be friends or not.
How will Mike react when he meets the 50 kids in the flesh? Back in Toronto, swingers Kate and Lawrence are on the way to the home of Kate's conservative parents for a Thanksgiving meal.
Thanksgiving is going to be an interesting time.
Surviving Lawrence's cancer ordeal has made them hungry to conquer more challenges.
What we're doing is more normal than, like, couples that force monogamy onto each other.
The one thing I will take away from especially the last year is life is very short.
Too short to keep secrets, and now they're on a mission to tell everyone about their alternative relationship.
It's definitely going to be awkward, having Lawrence and I both speak about this experience with my family and what we're into.
I'm a little bit nervous for the Thanksgiving dinner. I'm not sure if it'll make it more awkward having me there.
Either way, it won't be easy, given her family's feelings about her career.
My parents had really Eastern values. When I first started stripping, my mom found all my stripper gear in my backpack. That was a really bad day that turned into a couple bad years.
When I first learned about Kate's job, I was really disappointed because none of our family doing that type of job. I just concentrate our relationship, so I just not talk about what she done.
I was sad for a lot of years without them.
Kate and Lawrence now want to come clean so they can live their lives as a couple openly and honestly.
What I hope is that they take this without a lot of judgment. So you guys know we're going to Jamaica next week, right? Do you guys know what the resort is like that we go there?
It's Young Swingers Week, to be precise.
Clothing optional resort. Also very sex friendly, so you can have sex anywhere on the resort, on the beach, anywhere besides the dining room, tables basically. Would you guys ever go to a place like that?
I don't know, I don't like beaches, and I'm not quite certain that I would be comfortable, just because of my own moral.
I know Mom would come to the resort for the food.
This is Mom's favorite subject.
I host all the contests, which are pretty racy, like whipped cream bikini eating, naked hula hooping, naked twister, stuff like that. I yell at people on a mic and tell them what to do and make them do things and then laugh. And laugh at them. Yeah, and then I give them prizes for doing it. Once I made a toga out of like dinner napkins. I just tied a bunch of dinner napkins together and wrapped it around my body and was like, toga.
So what's in your suitcase?
High heels, underwear.
To keep winning Mom over, Kate gently makes a suggestion.
Would you like to come help me pick a couple outfits? Sometimes I wear this over my nipple so that, you know, modesty.
I see.
You know how the heck people walk around underwears like this?
That is called cheese cutter. Because they're so skinny in the back, you can cut the cheese.
So which lingerie do you think I should wear for lingerie night?
The black one?
The black one? The sexiest one. There's a side where you have to be nude, and then there's another side of the resort where it's clothing optional. It's really optional.
With me and you go the other side.
Kate and Lawrence feel they're getting one step closer to sharing their lives as openly and honestly as possible.
Did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that you would be getting to this point, actually having your mom choose
Never.
costumes for you for something like Young Swingers Week?
Never, ever.
I think it's pretty amazing to see where they're at now.
Maybe my family has a sexy side that I have no idea about.
Maybe that's where you get it from. You just don't know. You know, it's in your DNA.
Feeling empowered by her family's acceptance, Kate invites her brother Ryan to see a swingers club firsthand. And he has a surprise of his own.
Wow.
Meanwhile, in Denver, Colorado, it's invitation only for these kittens, who are living the role-play dream at the Chateau, led by top cat Izzy.
There's a wide variety of people that come at the Chateau. We have everything from straight to gay to bi to trans. We also have polyamorous, monogamous, asexual. There are kittens that live here, but also those that attend invitation-only parties here every weekend. And we all engage in kitten play.
A lot of them can be strippers or something like that, and then a lot of the girls are like doctors and psychiatrists and lawyers.
But despite these impressive pedigrees, when it comes to kittens, Ojit only has eyes for Chateau owner Izzy.
When I'm with Isabella, I feel special. I feel like I am the only person in the world.
I'd actually gone through a difficult relationship before, and she was just so there for me and taking care of me, which I take care of people, it's not the other way around.
Of course, when you're going out with like the matriarch of it all, it does feel incredibly good. You know, I might actually be special, but it's very difficult at the same time because I'm kind of on the back burner a lot, and I have to learn to deal with that, and also with polyamory in general.
As much as she's grateful for Ojit's love, Izzy is polyamorous, and she's hand-picked gorgeous girls to attend tonight's party.
When I discovered the Chateau, I found fellow kittens that became quite aspirational to me. You guys are a family, and I would be so grateful to join that. She's so gorgeous too on her application photos. I definitely think we're going to accept her.
These sexy soirees attract many more eager kittens, all vying for Izzy's attention.
It is really difficult for me, like being in a relationship with Izzy because she is so popular and she does have all this stuff, and I know she can't play favorites. You know, you're still human and you're gonna be jealous.
Yeah, jealousy is all about how you handle it. You know, we all feel it. And especially in this kind of environment where everything's a little sex charged.
You've grown a lot though, because like before I know that you were having like some serious anxiety problems, and I think you're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
While Ojit works through her feelings, the new kittens arrive for the party. And there's an awful lot of cats for a polyamorous pussy like Izzy to flirt with.
Are you enjoying your time here at the Chateau?
It's absolutely fantastic. All the kittens are smiling at me.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Will Ojit manage to control herself when the wannabe kittens crawl all over Izzy? Or will the fur fly and the night end in a cat fight? Back in Toronto, swingers Kate and Lawrence talk rules for partner swapping with strangers.
Don't take one for the team. It means that if we meet another couple, and if it's only jiving for one person but not the other, never.
That's a bad time.
It's a bad time. Generally, we're doing it together, unless Kate is attracted to another girl, which I have no problem.
Sometimes it's just me and he watches.
Yeah, which is fine.
In South Carolina, childhood sweethearts Madeline and Malachi are eager to show off their huge family of 50 dolls.
So today, the girls are making their very first batch of blueberry muffins.
These perfectly behaved kids are involved in all aspects of domestic life, and today they're prepping for Mommy Madeline's birthday party.
You're doing very well. All right, you ready to go ahead and pour in the blueberries? All right, here we go. The batter bowl's a little too big for you girls to pour in. Let's move you out of the way so you don't melt when we open the oven. All right.
And like any proud dad, Malachi captures the happy family moment on camera.
Go ahead and look at her again.
All right. You're doing such a good job, honey. All right, so I'll look at her so she's,
There's nothing in the bowl, so I need to come down a little bit.
Yes, I'm so proudly looking at her cooking. Let me know if you want me to change positions or whatever,
Just
or
look at
anything
her
like that.
again. That's good.
With time ticking down to the party, these proud parents get the girls changed into their best looks for Mom's birthday.
The party pinafore to switch out.
They want their children to make a good impression because some of their friends are meeting them for the first time.
All right, I think we're all ready.
Madeline and Malachi are particularly anxious about how their little ones will be received by their best buddy, Mike.
Dolls are a little weird. You know, I didn't know how to react right away. The eyes, I just don't know what to do. They're non-lifelike creatures that are very lifelike. It's really hard to put into words. I was just floored.
With the party in full swing, it's time for Madeline to open Malachi's gift. And what does any parent with 50 kids need for her birthday? Yep, another child.
Betsy McCall. The biggest Betsy McCall.
She's delightful. Thank you, sweetie.
Most people actually, when they are sort of, it's explained to them a little bit in context, they think it's pretty interesting, it's pretty funny, but they get a kick out of the idea.
No, I would not get into this hobby myself. They're good friends of mine. I love them very much, but it's still creepy.
No matter what Mike thinks, to them, family is everything. And that's easy with this bunch because their kids never talk back. In Toronto, family is key for Kate and boyfriend Lawrence too. They came out as swingers to her parents. And now they've invited brother Ryan to an up-close and personal look at one of Toronto's biggest and raunchiest swingers clubs.
We're that brother and sister that have a lot of common interests and has been pretty accepting and cool of my lifestyle choices. However, I'm not really sure that he knows exactly what a swingers club is like. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know if he's into the idea.
Although Ryan knows about her lifestyle, he's not as open as Kate might think.
If someone asked me what my sister does, I'd probably just say that she works in media. Probably wouldn't get too into details about what really goes on.
With these reservations, will Ryan even turn up? Hoping for the best, Kate and Lawrence arrive at the X Club. Even though the beds aren't heaving with naked bodies yet, they want to show Ryan how they keep things hot right in the open.
You could imagine anything you want. You will not be able to grasp it until you go and experience it.
If Kate could bring Lawrence over to the wild side, she's hoping she can open her brother's mind too. But that's if Ryan shows. Right now, he's late.
Can you send my brother a text?
Yeah, sure.
Be like, you're late, and the dominatrixes are angry. No, I'm kidding.
Where are you? Hey, Ryan.
My brother's here!
I brought a surprise.
Hey, you have a surprise?
Surprise.
What's up?
Ryan's finally arrived, and surprise!
Oh, my aunt and my uncle!
Wow.
He's brought back up Uncle Paul and Sunday school teacher Aunt Nora.
I was brought up in a Catholic school. That really gave me a strong foundation on the religious side of things. I certainly live by my 10 Commandments.
And like all good aunties, she's brought along a snack.
Donuts are a very fitting kind of snack for a place like this.
Now that everyone's arrived, it's time to get serious. First up, the playroom.
Back here's a little locker room. Has towels, condoms, lubes.
Oh, yeah.
Get dressed. It's just regular little locker room.
Yeah. Like a gym.
It's a type of gym. Playroom is where people, this is a huge shower. These little cabanas are for if couples want to just kind of play together and then watch whoever's over here, or maybe have a third person with them.
Kate gives a blow-by-blow description of the action on a typical Saturday night in the club. And Aunt Nora isn't looking very happy.
Those couches are typically called job couches.
because they're right by the shower, so it's kind of like a nice view and, you know.
Don't touch anything here.
If the sex couch wasn't enough, it's now time to see the orgy room.
So this is the room where you could fit about like 25, 30 people on here for a big group party.
I'm mostly concerned about the logistics of the whole thing.
I'm still figuring it out too, honestly.
Yeah.
It's got spider web. That would turn me off. If I'm going to be laying down here, I don't want to see spider web.
You need to be blindfolded then. There might be a lot more happening down here when it's
Just
open.
imagine a lot of movement right here.
Will the thought of Kate and Lawrence's group action be too much for brother Ryan to handle?
It wouldn't be my first choice of things to do.
In Toronto, Kate and Lawrence came clean to her family about their swingers lifestyle. But they took it one step further with an in-person tour of one of the most popular swingers clubs for brother Ryan, Aunt Nora, and Uncle Paul. Will they give their approval on the couple's X-rated sexual adventures?
I'm not against it, but it wouldn't be my first choice of things to do. But I get it. It's neat, it's cool to check out.
To me, it's really cool to have, you know, folks from the other side like yourselves kind of see it. And I wish I could share this with my family as well, because just bringing you into the environment, it does so much more than just trying to explain it and explain it and explain it. I mean, you kind of really need to get a bit of a sense
hopefully you think we're less like
of
weird
what it's
now.
all about.
No, I never thought that you're weird, okay? I always thought you're a very talented and smart girl. I mean, I watch you, how you take care of Lawrence when he had cancer, so you know, it's great.
Thanks for coming. I never thought that in like a million years that this would ever happen in my life.
And while Kate supported Lawrence through his fight with cancer, now he's there for her as she fights for her family's acceptance.
Is your mind blown right now?
Yeah, giving my brother a tour of a sex club was probably like a surreal enough experience because I thought for sure he would be like, dude, okay, like, no. And then my aunt and my uncle showing up with donuts.
Donuts, yeah.
Like the perfect thing. I think all anyone really wants is for your parents to love you and be supportive of the choices that you make and still make you feel like you're part of the family no matter what.
With their job in Toronto done, next stop, Young Swingers Week in Jamaica for a well-deserved vacation. Meanwhile, in Colorado, Ojit is one jealous kitty. It's party time at the Chateau as it gears up for the Midsummer celebration. But it's a big test for Ojit and Izzy's relationship.
Party days at the Chateau are kind of intense, so it is quite hard for me to deal with all of the things going on all at once.
Especially when Izzy is flirting with all the sexy newbie kittens who'd love to get it on with her.
At the parties, people have scenes like spankings or being tied up.
Assuming position.
A lot of times people do hook up.
As Izzy pops a bottle, it seems everyone wants a piece of her. Let the flirtations begin.
She's constantly being mobbed with people who want her attention. Not only is she surrounded by people, but they're also getting very close to her.
Are you enjoying your time here at the Chateau?
It was a little nerve-wracking at first. I didn't know what to expect or how I would fit in.
You look absolutely beautiful.
I was actually one of those people as well. It's like I'm standing, waiting my turn to be able to talk to her as well. And yeah, it is difficult. I am so incredibly standoffish. I've got the resting bitch face going on, so they're just like, oh, that girl is really angry. I better not talk to her.
While Izzy chats up the new kittens, Ojit's insecurities get the better of her, and she decides to bail.
It does make me insecure, and it gets hard to deal with.
Ojit is left out alone in the cold. But inside, Izzy has her paws full.
You gotta cheers us.
She doesn't even notice that Ojit has left, because it's now time to crown the next kitty cover girl.
I would like to announce Christina.
As darkness falls, Ojit has boyfriend Chris as backup, but she's still in love with Izzy.
It's something that you learn to get used to, and I can step aside and just wait for her to come back to me, or I can come back to her when she's not busy.
And sure enough, the boss kitty has had enough feline flirting for one night.
She's like trying to fix herself. I gotta cool down.
And Ojit and Izzy end the night purring together.
If Chris hadn't brought this up to me, I honestly don't know where I would be at this point. I have always had trouble making friends. But here it's incredibly easy because we already have something huge in common. I'm incredibly proud to be a kitten. It's wonderful to be a part of this group.
We just got back from Young Swingers Week.
Yep, it was fun.
We had an amazing time with some candle wax.
Every time we go, we get way more comfortable and adventurous, so I can't wait to see what happens next, and then the next time, and the next time.